The highlight of my day is to be in conversation and be in relationship with the elders, their families, our volunteers, and our staff.
The best thing that I get to do in my career every day is see our residents at their earliest time and get coffee with them and share stories with them and interact with them. I met one of our residents who was actually in D-Day, and it was a very cool thing, and that to me is worth waking up early for.
Interact with the people who live on campus. It reminds me of what I'm responsible for, and it keeps me involved in their life and what they want through our mission. I really enjoy my afternoon because that's what I do. I go on my golf cart, I go around and I visit the campus.
I was working with the people that we work with, not only internal at our organization, but also the clients that we serve and the residents. So at the center, it's caring for people.
The best thing that I do is provide the best loving care that I can to our patients, even though it may be done through my staff. My staff will tell you that I don't worry about finances, I don't worry about regulations, but I worry about service.
Connect with people, connect dots, to move people forward from where they are, to change their thinking a little bit. I get very excited when I have a conversation and people see a better way to do things.
I think the best thing that I do is I help seniors stay at the best level that they can, their best level of independence in the appropriate level of care. So we try to support them wherever they are, but we try to keep them at the level that they currently are.
It's just working with the people, my team, and being able to mentor and guide them and coach them and motivate them and be their shoulder to lean on or their biggest cheerleader. It doesn't matter. That's definitely the best part of my day.
So the best thing I do is probably think about innovation, is read and figure out what we're doing in terms of operations and how we can evolve our operations and our products to meet people's needs in a way that improves their quality of life.
But the best thing I have done was go out and visit as many of my 43,000 employees that I possibly can. We have skilled nursing, we have hospice, and we have rehab, and we have staffing. And every time I feel a little bit depressed and a little bit overwhelmed and wondering, am I making any progress? Why am I doing? It is so refreshing to go out and see and visit the people in the field and just get a sense of what they're doing every day.
Probably the most gratifying thing I do is when I'm out in one of our communities and see the impact that we have on the lives of the people who live in our communities, whether that's the associates or the residents or a family member. Seeing impact, I think, is what keeps me going.